the upper right, our Zerg player winning the first game. How will this game turn out? He is
MVP DongRaeGu.
There he is.
On the other side of the map in the blue, we have a player failing the proxy rush. Will he play standard this time? He is
MVP SC.
SC always looks kind of like sad when he's playing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously he's not actually sad, but
Just got a sad look on his face. He's sad that he has to just crush so many nerds on his way to glory.
Yeah.
He's like, why is there so few players?
It's too bad I'm so good at this game. All I want to do is lay around with puppies and kittens, but I can't. I have to destroy these nerds in savage ways.
He does, and it's a travesty that he may not be making it out. I mean, this guy's Code S, man. There's no question about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's SC.
It actually makes me really sad.
Well, you'd at least expect SC at least to get the round of 16.
Yeah.
And then maybe have to face off against somebody amazing.
He's a player, I think. Here's the thing. Let's say that DRG ends up winning this series, which after winning a game one like that, and SC just being like, well, God darn, I played really well. I don't know what's going on. I mean, JYP may or may not come back into Code S this season. I think he's going to be a Code S mainstay eventually, but he's got to just work on a few things. SC, I would say almost without fail, unless he randomly hits a really tough bracket, he can come right back up into Code S, you know? I think it would be an upset if he goes to Code A and then doesn't come back to Code S.
Yeah. The Code A casters are this thing they say where once one of these good players gets knocked out, it's like, nerd's mine now.
Yep. It's true, man. So many great players being knocked down there. Code A is actually so stacked. I will be watching probably every single Code A game this season.
Oh, yeah.
Normally I see a good percentage of them, but, like, man, is it stacked this season. What a great tournament that is.
Well, I like our setup here, you know, with the Code A and Code S, because,
like, I don't want to stop watching. One of these players is going down. I don't want to stop watching either of them, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be like, oh, I have to wait like a whole season. I'm going to like forget who SC is again and be like, why doesn't this guy get more hype at the beginning of the next season? I can watch it.
Drone getting weak on, or getting low on HP. Looks like SC's going to commit. He's going to try to come in here and kill off those workers. The Zerglings are on the way. Will he get any worker kills here? Because normally they turn around.
Yeah, normally they do. But DRG's held off very well. Not a big deal, though. I mean, he got some intel. Yeah, he's going to lose his scouting SCV and that Marine. But a lot of the time, with something like that, he's going to kill a drone. Maybe even two. Two would be a little bit crazy. But killing even one drone with that would make it pretty worthwhile. This Reactor Hellions on the way. Surprise, surprise. Very standard-looking game. Look at that. He saves the SCV. Hellion to the rescue.
All right. As you can see, DRG spreading out Zerglings here and there. He wants to have the ability to scout and intercept here. Spinecrawler coming up. Queen just pushing out the creep tumor. And generally, we don't see too many engagements until the third base is acquired for both sides. Occasionally we do. It does happen, but generally not as much. There are a lot of links coming out here.
Yeah. Made a little group of links. It's going to help him to hold off these Hellions while the Spinecrawler completes. It's interesting the Queens went out there. Trying to help him get that creep pushed forward a little bit more, a little bit quicker.
All right. Zergling has been... What? Go ahead.
Double Reactor Hellion. So we're going to see...
SC's going for another kind of cheesy... no, I wouldn't say all in, but it's a... Basically, the Zerg get so caught off guard by how many Hellions there are, there just isn't enough.
This is...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, all the Zerglings melt.
They do.
In one shot, and you just run up the ramp.
Eventually, you get enough that you even kill Spinecrawlers and Queens.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is actually a build that has killed DRG in the past. DRG lost the first AOL finals to Marine King. And Marine King definitely mixed this build in at least once. Mass Hellion play is something that DRG doesn't always expect. He's lost to in the past, and he may, in fact, lose to it here.
All right, we'll see if DRG's prepared. I'm sure that after that first game, DRG is going to be a little bit suspicious. Oh! No, does he see that factory?
Nope.
No.
Wow. Perfectly placed.
But what if you went down and attacked that bottom depot? Would he see it then?
Oh, he might have, actually. If he had gone the extra step, he may have.
I think that extra hex there.
Perhaps. I didn't see exactly where the Zerg was. It's kind of hidden behind that factory. I wonder. Well, there's a Zergling in the middle.
Okay, he's moving in.
This is scary, man. 3 spines on the way. That's exactly what he needs to do. He does not have enough for a transfusion.
Oh, he can get up the ramp.
This is brutal. And a lot of drones probably going to fall here.
Wow, stuff dies really quickly when you do this strat. He's trying to block with the drones. It's not going to work. He can actually now go up the ramp if he wants to. Wow, can you check how many workers were killed there, Joseph?
Yes, I can. 17 workers killed. Wow. And now we're up to 18 workers killed. DRG, though, it looks like he has stemmed the tide for now.
But he can actually just barrel up into the ramp pretty soon here.
Yeah, he can try it. And a little mess up by SC. They're going to lose off those Hellions.
Yep, SC was a little bit distracted, probably building stuff back at home. I think we're going to have round number 2 here in a minute.
We may indeed. Now, one thing I do want to point out, though, is that the layer is done. So if DRG goes straight into Spire, that's a pretty decent choice. Because when someone buys that many Hellions, they're going to be lacking in other places. It costs a lot of money to make enough supply depots to keep 4 Hellions at a time going. So we'll have to see. Oh, he's actually going Infestor. Ooh, that's interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know about that, actually.
Well, the Infestor play, I mean, if I'm Terran right now, I might go straight to Thor. Because I'm like, all right, Mutas might be incoming. He is going straight into double factory siege tank, which actually happens to be the perfect choice against this. But the Infestors, you know, the overall tech of Terran is delayed a bit. The Infestors are going to hold the map for DRG for now. It's going to allow him to easily get a 3rd base up and then a 4th. And from there, he might just want to go straight into Hive. And if he goes straight into Hive, I mean, you know, that you want your Terran to be attacking pretty quickly against something like that. So, it's a very interesting choice. I like it.
2 base versus 2 base. I do love the creep here. Just still going to slow down that expansion.
Yeah.
And I think what's nice about the build of this that we saw here is this is going to be a great setup for an SC-style push.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be
very true.
You know, getting all the Hellions out, that really does cripple the Zerg.
And Muta's actually not as good against SC-style pushes.
Yeah.
And for you guys that don't remember SC from way back, he kind of killed all the best Zergs in the world by just sending push after push. Like, whether he'd lose the push or be reinforcing it, it'd be like basically Marines and tanks and just insane macro behind it. Just pushing nonstop. No matter how many armies you left. And Infestor play is going to be reasonably good against that, whereas Mutas are like, this is kind of hard. We can't really engage anything. We're for harassing. We're for a longer game. The Infestors are going to slow it down pretty darn well, especially with Burrow that he's getting. He's going to be able to go infest the Terrans on the tanks if he wants. And
he's out. He's caught in the open, but a nice fungal.
Sick fungal growth right there. And SC right now has to be thinking, this is a painful scenario. Even though I got way ahead early, these fungals are so good. And look, no medevacs, man.
He's keeping him at bay. Yeah, he's gonna whittle their HP down so low.
Yep. This was a great choice by him. You know, again, SC is ahead in supply. Yes, he killed a lot of drones. Yes. But I love this strategy by DRG. He's whittling those hit points down, as Tasis just said. He's going a lot of lings. He's already got +1 melee, +2 carapace, whereas SC has just +1 attack. Combat shield's just finishing now.
Yeah, here's the problem. If he moves up that ramp, that's when he's going to attack. I do not see DRG attacking until the entire army's up the ramp.
Yeah, absolutely. Or if he does, it'll be just enough to kill the front piece of the army, utilizing tank splash quite well, and then running back.
He's going to come from behind.
Yes, he certainly is. And this is going to be a pretty difficult army to engage. The tanks are spread well. There's a lot of Marines. He's stopping reinforcements right now, which is a big deal.
Here's where he could just sit here and wait. engage all the rest of those, and in the last second, go in for the kill.
Yeah, exactly. And, oh, beautiful fungal, picking off a big pump of Marines.
And look at that spread. That is going to be so hard to fungal up there.
Yes. That's what's good against fungal, man. Spreading stuff out.
All
this catching everything.
Here. There's not a lot of Zerglings here, though. The Infestors don't exactly have a lot of cover.
Yeah. He is going to be flanking. He has a lot of lings up in his natural. And here we go.
Here we go. Get ready, guys.
And he's just going to go for it, man. Holy crap. That's great. You hit that scan, you're in trouble. All right. Here we go! A ton of Infestarians. The ling's just coming right down. And it looks to me, Tastes, like he has held this easily.
Damn. He took that risk. Moving the Infestors underground, right? But it was the one risk he had to take.
Is it enough, though? A ton of units still coming up.
Remember, guys, it's an SC style push. He just keeps pushing in a certain way that only he seems to be able to do. Oh, the Infestors! Oh my
Sick
God!
burrow.
Barely getting those two out there. How many HP does that Infestor have? What is it, like one?
It had one. It's healing now, but anyways, the third base is up, but really nothing there. Stimming running forward. Every stim, that's like almost a fungal on those Marines. Gotta look at it in a positive way. DRG right now moving around again. He says, all right, if you're committing anywhere, I'm going to stop your reinforcements. And that's the backbone of SC's style in this matchup. He loves to play this style.
It's now 2 base versus 2 base, putting Zerg at a bit more of a disadvantage than the Terran is. Zerg always wants to be up an additional base.
Still about 30 supply difference in Terran favor, which of course it's big, but you know, he's got all the long-term units. He's got all the Infestors, and his Hive is about to finish, as well as +2 melee. So he's going to have 2-2 against 1-1. Pretty big deal.
Uh-oh. Right. Infested Terrans used here, but the spread here is pretty good. I mean, those Infested Terrans are in range of siege tanks. They can't even cover.
But he does force a stim out.
Uh-oh, the Infestors! If we have a scan, if he scans...
Oh, but the lings come down! Loses another Infestor indeed, but all those Marines very red. This is actually the time he should be hitting that army, but instead, the rest of the army coming up for SC and joining, so he gets to save that army. That army on the right could have been crushed by what DRG had right there, unfortunately.
Looks like he's going to go for it. A lot of Infested Terrans here.
Pretty decent Infested Terrans. He wants to try to target down tanks if possible.
I think SC's actually got it.
Yeah, I mean, his supply continues to be big, but a few big fungals could change everything. Oh, this part could change everything too. Or keep everything exactly the same.
He needs to keep those Infestors alive for as long as possible. By the way, he did spot that additional base up there at the top where the Infestors are.
Oh, he's just going to keep on forcing cancels on all these bases. SC has made another command center this time. It's a pretty big deal. And, well, I mean, the Hive is up, but he isn't even getting the Adrenal upgrade, so I don't know what he's using this Hive for. I guess he hoped to be in a better position to be able to use the Hive for something, but that is not the case right now. Unfortunately, he's lost a lot of Infestors. He's down to 5 of them with 4 more on the way, so still a decent amount. He's forced SC back a bit.
And he did not manage to get another buckle there on that medevac.
Yep, had no energy left.
Well, there are a lot more Infestors out. As you can see, SC's backed up. He says, all right, I'm about to get my third base. He might even be planning on letting that third base finish before he attacks. That's something sometimes people do.
Yeah. One funny thing to note is that the top left third base of SC, the normal third base, does have a Zergling burrow there. And that's going to force SC to go out and take the fourth, what is oftentimes the fourth base. But actually, to be perfectly frank, on Daybreak, I totally like for Terran vs. Zerg for this to be the third base. I like it a lot. It's a lot easier to defend. That back left one is very hard to defend at times.
And it's a shorter distance to push.
Yes, exactly. And for SC style specifically, it's quite great for that reason.
The medevac barely escapes. And it is 110 supply to 161 with SC in the lead. That is a pretty big difference, guys.
Well, 2 things. One, we have +3 Zergling Carapace on the way, which is great because we only have 1-1 with no further upgrades coming for SC. In fact, he does not even have an armory, so he cannot upgrade anymore. And that's going to make a big difference. You're gonna realize that when he's 3 upgrades ahead. Also, he's not getting adrenal glands for Zerglings, and I feel like that's a huge mistake when his entire army is based off of Zerglings. You know, that's increasing their attack rate is going to help.
These infestors moving out like a couple submarines.
Several submarines. It's Red October in here, Tasteless.
Now,
oh my God, they're going all the way around.
huh.
And
All right,
well,
he's going into the main now. These infested Terrans could gun down the command
this
orbital.
is a brave thing he's doing and popping up, going after these Marines. And a lot of fungals even getting the SCVs here.
He's
But
not
a
turning
counterattack,
around.
oh God. We might see like a really weird base trade that SC probably can't lose.
Yeah,
But there's
well,
a lot of infestors back there, man. He might be
keep
able to
buying
whittle it
time.
down.
All right, let's see if this works. Now he's going to go to the other expansion.
SC at this point not really mining. Something to know.
So every unit right now counts for SC. The army is stronger, but at the same time, you know, there's really no way for DRG to get expansion. You know,
DRG,
do anything.
yeah, he has a ton of infestors, and all his units are set up for a sick flank. So that's something you can be happy with. We'll have to see.
Right.
This is going to be one of the most difficult to pull off flanks, though.
Yeah, if
He
pulls
does
off
have a
his
lot of
flank-
supply.
All right, he's coming in now. Oh, scanned himself. Got those infestors.
Yeah, you got 2 free infestors there. That
Go
was
ahead and
very
check how
big.
many scans Terran has, will you?
He has one that's floating, and then he'll have 3 more if he plans another one.
Okay, here we go. Can he make this work?
A lot of infested Terrans coming up, and those are huge.
Fungals everywhere. Infested Terrans everywhere. No. That
Oh
should be
man,
GG.
he almost
Close, though.
held that.
That was scary.
That was kind of close. There's a lot of red Marines left at the end. I feel like, almost. That was just superb play by DRG. I mean, obviously SC did a great job killing those drones off, doing that early push, but DRG dealt with it very well. And as you see, SC overjoyed with himself that he's going to bring it to game number 3.
As he should be. Well, what do you do in game number 3, though? I mean, he's basically done 2 very risky, unorthodox strats. One doing a double proxy barracks. The other is, you know, 4 Hellions. Why am I like brain dead right now?
I don't know, man.
I'm actually like a little bit off right now because something's right. Double reactored Hellions.
Yes.
Peaceless. Peaceless brain is not working at full capacity right now. I'm running on 40%. Well, I still think SC can do this, but I don't know what kind of strategy he's going to do. And I want my dollar. I want my dollar a bit on this.
Dude. What? He has to win another game if you want that dollar.
I want that dollar.
You're not getting it, man. DRG has chosen dual sight? Huh. That's interesting to me. I did not think he would choose dual sight. I thought for sure
There's a lot of ways that you could count.
another big map.
Well, you can intercept those SC-style pushes, though. We saw he was doing a pretty good job on Daybreak.
Yeah, he was,
I mean,
but he had already lost too many drones. If he hadn't lost that many drones to the double reactor Hellion, he would have been fine. But this is a great map for Hellions. So, I mean, I expect to see a Hellion opening out of SC, maybe into an SC-style push, maybe into something else.
Well, we're going to find out soon. The game is loading. DRG against SC. Zerg versus Terran. I am going to be sad and happy at the same time because one of these nerds is going to go down, the other one's going to go up, but both so solid. Total Codex material here. All right, so get ready for this next game.